So our humble pranams to Sri Thakur Ma and Swamiji, and our pranams to Revered Maharaj. So we are going to start our question and answer session with Revered Swami Shantivratanandaji. We start with the opening song by Soma. Yes, Soma, please start. Maharaj, if you just open your video.
Yeah, just a minute, I'll be doing, yeah.
Okay. You are muted, Soma, you are muted. Yes, start.
মহারাজকে আমার সশ্রদ্ধ প্রণাম জানিয়ে আমি গান শুরু করছি। কত না মধুর ভাবে ঠাকুর তুমি ডেকে যাও আমারে, কত না মধুর, কত না মধুর, আমি যেদিন অতি অভাগা শুনেও শুনি না তোমারে, কত না মধুর ভাবে ঠাকুর তুমি ডেকে যাও আমারে, সংসার আপন করেছি আমি যে ভুলেছি হায় গো তোমারে, অমৃতে ফেলিয়া বিষেরে ধরেছি রেখেছি আপন মাঝারে, কত না মধুর, কত না মধুর, কত না মধুর ভাবে ঠাকুর তুমি ডেকে যাও আমারে, তুমি তারো প্রভু, তুমি উদ্ধার, তুমি কৃপা করো আমারে, ভকতিহীন এদিন চিত্তে রেখো হে প্রভু চরণে, কত না মধুর, কত না মধুর, কত না মধুর ভাবে ঠাকুর তুমি ডেকে যাও আমারে, তুমি যে আমার চির আপনার, তুমি দিশা নিশা দিশারি, তুমি যে চিত্ত বিত্ত নিত্য মোর নাহি যেও পাশরি, কত না মধুর, কত না মধুর, কত না মধুর ভাবে ঠাকুর তুমি ডেকে যাও আমারে, আমি যেদিন অতি অভাগা শুনেও শুনি না তোমারে, কত না মধুর ভাবে ঠাকুর তুমি ডেকে যাও আমারে, প্রণাম নেবেন মহারাজ।
খুব সুন্দর। Thank you, Soma. So Maharaj, Soma has a question. So shall we start with Soma's question then?
Yeah.
Soma, you want to ask or?
তুই বল না।
So actually, she wants to ask about the Kathamrito that Thakur mentioned. Sondha Gayatrite loy hoy, Gayatri Omkare loy hoy. So that Sandhya marches into Gayatri and Gayatri marches into Omkar. So that is her question.
Sandhya merges. Yeah, Sandhya merges in the Gayatri.
Yes.
Yeah. Just a minute. I'm seeing what it is. Just if I can get the entire thing, what you say, the exact sentences, then I'll be able to tell better.
স্যার হ্যাঁ মহারাজ বাংলা করে বললে কি বুঝতে পারবেন?
হ্যাঁ,
বাংলায় লাইনটা পড়বো।
হুম।
ঠাকুর বলছেন যখন একবার হরি বা একবার রাম নাম করলে রোমাঞ্চ হয়, অশ্রুপাত হয়, তখন নিশ্চয়ই যেন যে সন্ধ্যাদি কর্ম আর করতে হবে না, তখন কর্মত্যাগের অধিকার হয়েছে, কর্ম আপনা আপনি ত্যাগ হয়ে যাচ্ছে, কেবলমাত্র রাম নাম কি হরি নাম কি শুদ্ধ ওঙ্কার জপলে
Can you tell the date of that so others can also
1882 March.
82 March. Yes, that's a beautiful thing. So what Sri Ramakrishna is telling, so you have to understand the background there. So Thakur is telling, when can I give away the rituals? When can I give away the rituals? Many times we think, oh, I am a sincere devotee, I am an advanced spiritual aspirant, or I am doing this spiritual practice from long time. So all these rituals are not required for me. So that might come, or till when these rituals I have to do, whatever the rituals has been prescribed by the scriptures, till when I should do. For that, Sri Ramakrishna is giving an answer. When you hear the name of the Lord, Hari, or Ramakrishna, Sharada, Durga, Kali, the moment when you hear, automatically, when the tears roll down on his cheeks, on your cheeks, that means you have attained that state. From then onwards, you don't need any ritualistic practices or external practices. So just bhav hole holo. So just japa, meditation, or thinking of God, or devotional practice, singing, these things are enough. Otherwise, till then, we have to practice the rituals also, the do's and don'ts. For example, in our gurus, when we take mantra diksha, as a part of upasana, they have told the steps, step by step. So many times we think, oh, my mind is okay, I need not to do all that. Like that, people might think and neglect all these things. In the name of Vedanta, in the name of knowledge, I am so knowledgeable man, I'm an advanced man and all. But Sri Ramakrishna is telling, no. Till when you hear the Lord's name, when the tears roll down on his cheeks, till then all these things are necessary. So with that, while telling, he concluded his statement, Gayatri Sandhya merges in Gayatri, Gayatri merges in the Omkara. Now here Sandhya represents Sandhya Vandana, or the ritualistic part. For example, when we do rituals, external worship in the house, we have to follow some rituals. So when you do japa meditation or upasana especially, you are supposed to follow some steps. And Shivratri day we do may fasting, Ekadashi we may do fasting. So all these things are required or not? If you ask, Sri Ramakrishna is telling, yes, till when you get that parabhakti, till then it is required. So when we get advancement in spiritual life, Sandhya merges in Gayatri means what? All our rituals merges in the mere upasana, or it is mere, meditation. The external rituals are not required, but internal meditation or just in the Brahma Bhava or Bhagavad Bhava alone is enough. When the Gayatri also merges in the Omkara. Your Omkara represents is what that Brahman or Supreme Self. Same thing we can see in the life of Sri Ramakrishna itself. When Sri Ramakrishna came to Dakshineshwar, whoever has read, follow every details. So do's and don'ts. As a Brahmin, whatever he was supposed to do, he was following all the rituals with respect to his food, with respect to conduct and all. Then he also, after some time, then he started as a priest of Radha Kanta or Vishnu, Lord Krishna's worship. Then again, he switched over to Kali worship. So initially he used to worship all that. Then when he went further, then slowly, the rituals started reducing. When that Vakulata got increased, by hearing the Lord's name or mother's name, when he was, the tears started rolling down, then these rituals automatically got reduced. Consciously he didn't reduce them, automatically it got reduced. Then when he got that, Divya Baba or what Baba that is, mother says, Teen Bar, Bhavmuke Takum. So Bhavmuke, when mother has been told to Sri Ramakrishna, from then onwards he was unable to worship even. External worship was not possible for him at all. Even he was not able to pluck a flower also. So here we can see, he started initially with a very strictly ritualistic worship. Then slowly, when his bhakti got from raga bhakti to para bhakti, when it became matured, then automatically these rituals started slowly dropping off. So that has been told. So the rituals will get merged into internal meditation, internal worship and other things. Then it goes further. Then you will experience the God. You will experience the self. God or self or what you can take. Either from bhakti point of view, God. From the Jnana point of view, it is from self or consciousness. That's what has been told. Sandhya merges in Gayatri. Gayatri merges in the Omkara. So till then, all these things are required. So by rituals, by doing, one is laziness, it reduces, and you are forced to do some things. Because of that, willpower gets increased, and we'll be able to control our desires. For example, till puja, you are not supposed to eat. It looks simple. It looks maybe old. We don't bother all these things. But if our health, supports us, till puja, if you are controlling your eating, till then you are able to control your tongue. So even these rituals also have their own benefit, role in our life. That doesn't mean that we should be only ritualistic. Behind the rituals, what is the value, what is the necessity, intention, all these things we should understand. Rituals also have got their own role in our life. Of course, bhakti is important, no doubt, but rituals also have their own role in our life. So Sandhya represents rituals or external worship, Gayatri represents meditation, and the Omkara represents the Brahma Bhava or Bhagavad Bhava.
Maharaj, can
Thank you.
it be understood in a different way? The way you explained the other day, the Katha Upanishad, that how the Omkara sound has come, it has been reduced to O-U-M and A-U-M and etc. And before that, only the Gayatri was there. So can it be understood in the same way from the Vedantic side, this statement of this Thakur, ki Shandha loy hai, Gayatri loy hai, Omkari. So can it be understood in this way, or it is my wrong thinking?
So when I said that the Brahma story, it was to as the significance of Omkara, that story goes right. What is Omkara? Why Sri Ramakrishna also telling us, scriptures are giving so much importance to Omkara, for that the story goes right. But because Brahma meditated and the essence of Vedas has been put into Gayatri, and Gayatri was further condensed into Vyarutis, and Vyarutis was further condensed into Omkara. So the significance of Omkara, importance of Omkara, to understand that story goes right. But that story alone is not enough to understand from Sandhya to Gayatri and Gayatri to Omkara. That will not be suitable.
Thank you, Maharaj.
So Maharaj, Brahma Bhava means always merged into that God, like that.
Like I am the Brahman. I am not the body and mind, I am the Brahman. Brahma Bhava means. Bhagavad Bhava means what? Like trying to feel the presence of the Lord every time. more or less. I mean, in some point of time, it might not be there. It might be there in the background of the mind, but more or less, it will be there.
Bhagavad Bhavins try to think of.
Bhagavad Bhava means try to feel the presence of the Lord. I will give, for an example, I mean, I will give a very simple, very funny and crude example, like a toothache. You got a toothache and you were doing work and you were talking, you were eating and you were probably interacting with your friends. You might have to go forcefully because of some obligation. You might have gone to party. You were having a chit chat with your friends and all. But your corner of mind is thinking about your toothache. If not all the time, most of the time you are aware of the toothache. So like that, Bhagavad Bhava should be also practiced.
Whereas
That is our
that is
sadhana.
internal Whereas that is internal meditation. Toothache is being sensed all the time.
Yeah, Bhagavad Bhava, when you say, you are experiencing it. In internal meditation, you are practicing it.
Okay, Maharaj.
You are trying to practice, isn't it? When I say Bhagavad Bhava, when I gave that example of toothache, that means you are experiencing it. So the practice and the effect, you mean getting established in that. I am trying to meditate. I am trying to practice the presence of the God everywhere. But I'm experiencing, or I'm aware that God exists everywhere. So one is experience, the other is practice. I mean, that's the difference between both of them, a subtle difference.
So when you told about Gayatri, is it the practice or is it the Bhagavad Bhava experience?
It is a practice. It is internal meditation. It is more of meditation, internal worship, meditation, upasana. What we say upasana, that's what.
So Maharaj, experiencing, we can say, can we say ajapa state?
So you should not keep on jumping and stretch the examples too much. Then you will miss the points. I keep on saying this. Some similarities will be there. From point to point, we should not jump things. We should understand the teachings and the explanations or the examples in the particular framework to start with. Otherwise, what happens? Pulling and pushing will happen actually. I'm sorry, Niranjana, but what I mean to say, we should not stretch the examples too much, I mean to say.
Okay, Maharaj.
Yeah. In Ajapa Japa, yes, the feeling of the presence of the Lord, it happens. You are doing Japa, Ajapa Japa, automatically it is happening. It is also like a Bhagavad Bhava, you can say, yeah.
Okay, Maharaj.
So Maharaj, I have a question regarding that Vedantic meditation. That the Vedantic meditations mentioned in that Drisha Viveka. So there are that different steps or different types of Bahya, Anta, and then Sabikalpa, Nirikalpa, then that Shabda Vastu. So are they to be followed that one after another, step by step? Are those that steps, or we can do any one?
There are different types of meditations. You can take anyone, no doubt.
Because
Whichever is possible for you, whichever is possible, you can take it, no doubt.
okay, because when you said that first we are considering that on the object, then we are considering the name. So likewise, from the object is a grosser thing, and name is a subtler thing. So we are going from gross to subtle. So should it be? So that is why I have this question: that should it be done step by step from gross to subtle like that?
Yeah, from that angle, yes. To start with a grass, that is important, yes. From grass to subtle to subtler, that is always better, no doubt. But just I'm not able to remember all the meditation. What you say?
that अंतर्दृश्य अनुविद्य सविकल्प समाधि अंतर्बाह्य अनुविद्य सविकल्प समाधि अंतर्निर्विकल्प सविकल्प और अंतर्निर्विकल्प समाधि then Bahya Sabda Anuvidya Nirvikalpa Samadhi, Bahya Drishya Anuvidya Nirvikalpa Samadhi.
Yeah. That's fine. Yeah. So from gross to subtle is always better. Yeah, no doubt.
So Jhumur had one question. Jhumur, would you want to ask yourself? Or?
Hi, Maharaj. Can you listen me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Actually, I want to know what do you mean by Jagat? Means what in which we have grown up in the surroundings, or it is different for different professionals.
Yeah, I am telling only from Vedanta point of view. When you say Jagat is what only through Vedanta point of view. So what is the Jagat according to the Vedanta point of view? So that's what the question will come. Jagat is what you are experiencing. The world which you are experiencing. According to the Vedanta, the Jagat is nothing but name and form. Okay. Jagat is what? The name and form. Nama Rupatmakam Jagat. So the world is what? It is nothing but name and form actually. Without going to the details of the world, if you ask me, that's what the Vedanta says. For example, you are seeing the stone, you are experiencing the water, or you are experiencing the building, you are experiencing different people, that is the bodies, external bodies, and you are experiencing the cold, heat, and etc. All these things are part of Jagat only. The world, external world, or the mundane universe. That is what the Jagat according to the Vedanta also. But
And
how
one
it
more
came in
question.
origin, there they differ from either from the theistic schools of Vedanta or from the science. There they differ.
And one more from yesterday's talk. What is Sat means the base of the existence, and what is Chit? What is Chit?
What is Ananda? Yeah, Sat Chit Ananda. Sat is what? Existence. Like for an example, this is again is a subtle concept. Now, for an example, there is a pen. Or I will give a simple example. Now I am sitting on a chair. Okay, chair is an adhara substratum or adhara for me to sit. Without chair, I couldn't have not sit. I could not sit. And for the chair, the adhara is what? The land, bhumi, earth. And for the earth, the adhara is what? Solar system. And for solar system, the adhara is what? Galaxy, Milky Way galaxy. And for Milky Way galaxy, what is the adhara? That is what? The universe or space, you can say. And for space, what is the adhara? Brahman is the adhara. This is one way of understanding. Okay, so finally we end with the consciousness or Brahman. That's one way. The other is universe exists, solar system exists, planets exist. Then human beings exist, animals exist. Now, among all these objects and animals, birds, human beings, and all other beings, innate and living beings and non-living beings, the common thing is what? Existence. Exist. And this existence itself has been borrowed. Every object borrows the existence from the Brahman. That is what called Sat. For example, yesterday I gave an example. Wave, water foam, water bubbles. All of them have borrowed the existence from the water. If you remove the water, water wave cannot exist. Water foam cannot exist. Water bubbles cannot exist. But without the wave, water can exist. Without the foam, water can exist. Water bubble, without it, water can exist. So water has got independent existence, and the wave, foam, and bubbles have got dependent existence. Now, similarly, the whole world, including me, you, everyone, we are all depending on the Brahman for our existence. So that existence-ness is what called Sat. Okay. Now Chit, coming to Chit. I am aware of you. I am aware of Nilanjana. I am aware of Somar Chandrani. I am aware of objects. I am aware of cold and hot. I am aware of my own body. I am aware of my thoughts. So here, every time we are speaking of aware of something, either I am aware of or I am not aware of. You were sitting in a station, then a person comes and asks, sir, did you see a lady who passed through who was wearing a red color sari? Then you say, sorry, my dear, I didn't observe. I didn't notice. You are aware of your unawareness. Either you are aware of some objects, you are aware of presence of objects, or you are aware of absence of an object. Here, the common is you are always aware of something. Aware of, aware of, aware of. But Chit is what? That awareness itself. Because I am that awareness, because of that, I am aware of so many things. That is what called Chit. And Ananda. Ananda is what? Happiness. When I take an ice cream, when I'm enjoying the ice cream, Baskin Robinson ice cream, I'm enjoying it in the summer. So beautiful, so pleasant experience. That happiness, whatever the experience, I think the happiness is because of the ice cream. No, the happiness is only in you. You are superimposing the happiness on the ice cream. Oh, Rasgulla or Rajbog. Someone gave a Rajbog and Kichudi, Aludam and Papad. What a beautiful delicacy. You are enjoying it. You are happy. But again, the happiness does exist in Rajbog? Or that happiness, does it exist in Papad or Aludam or Kichudi? No. Because I like all of them, because after having them, I am feeling happy. So I am superimposing the happiness because I am happy. My internal nature is what? Ananda. I mean, I don't know whether I told in your class or some class. When we went to Chardham, we went to Gangotri. From Gangotri, 21 kilometers, we had to go to the Tapovan. Okay. Then we were all young brahmacharins, some 7 or 8 brahmacharins. We decided we'll go to Tapovan. I mean, we had planned earlier, and early morning, 4 o'clock, we started. And one of the monk who was residing in the Himalaya, he was our guide. So he had told, brothers, because it will be a tedious journey, don't carry much of your luggage. You take your basic minimal things. So whatever the clothes we are having, that's it. Then each of us might be one packet, biscuit packet, and some bunch of, maybe handful of, just if you take, everything will be in my hand, that's it. That much dry fruits, that's all. We have nothing else. Nothing else actually. We are traveling. Then Janki Chetty, Hanuman Chetty or something, it happens, which it roughly, you can say, it is around 14 to 16 kilometers. So morning 4 or 5 o'clock we started, and by 1 o'clock, I think, more or less, in between we stopped in between, little rest, no doubt, but by 12 or 1, we reached there. Then some of us, we thought, 16 kilometers we have traveled in just few hours, in next 4-5 kilometers. What is there in 4-5 kilometers? Easily we can go. And so that we can go reach, Tapovan today itself, and we shall enjoy the night there. All young brahmacharis, inexperienced brahmacharis. All young and inexperienced. None of us knew. For all of us, that was the first time Himalaya experience. Yes, but we decided, once we start, because Swamiji has told, Thakur has told, once you start, no more coming back. If someone is not able to, then we will leave them. We are monks, we are not attached to anyone. We will leave that brahmachari. We will go, but we will not come back. That was the, understanding. And we started. Then slowly, a kilometer probably. Then slowly we are going above the Gomukh actually. It is full of glacier. There is no established path. So there's a full of ice. So only we have to keep with the help of stick, we have to see next step, is it okay, strong? Then only we have to keep. Otherwise, sometimes it looks like okay, but there will be thin ice and we may fall inside. The depth may not be very much, maybe 2 feet, 3 feet, 4 feet. Because of the ice cold water, you may get frozen in no time. That is the problem. And every step we are putting our sticks and we are checking whether it is everything okay, it is strong. Then either 1 or 2 we are checking, then others are walking. Then 2 brahmacharins, they started feeling uneasiness, because we have gone very above and ice cold glacier and etc. Then two brahmacharis said, all right, I'm feeling difficulty, breathlessness and all of us we are feeling, no doubt, breathlessness, everything. So come on, we'll go back and we will stay there and tomorrow we will come. Then discussion started and some of us we said, no, once we start, no more turning back. We cannot take our back. That's what Thakur has told us. So, and we have decided that once we start, we have to take our journey. No more coming back. We are sorry. If we can wait for you sometime. You take rest, and we will go. Otherwise, we are sorry. Then the two brahmacharis said, sorry, we are not able to make up. We are feeling very tired. You go then we understand. You go, we will come back. And they returned. They went. They returned, and we followed. We started going. There, just 5 steps we are going and 1 or 2 steps we are taking rest because of the breathlessness. Oxygen is very minimal there. Anyhow, all that. So 5 kilometers, oh my God, there is a very tedious journey it was and all. And by the time evening 4, 5, there was a cool wind is coming and even small pebbles are looking like a boulders and whatever it may be. By 8 o'clock, we reached the Tapovan. And there Mauni Baba was there in those days, in 2011, 12 story I'm telling you. So there he gave a simple black tea, nothing else, just black tea he gave. And when we had a first sip of black tea, at least first of all, I'm not a tea person, I'm a coffee person. You might give the best tea in the world, I will take it, but I don't enjoy it, tea. But that day, just it was a plain black tea, but it was like a amrita or nectar. So black tea in my whole life, I never enjoyed a black tea in my whole life like the way I enjoyed on that Tapovan. So that joy in black tea was there only on that day because Mauni Baba, he gave his spiritual power and he gave, no. Why not in other days? I may get best black tea because of the brand or because of the person who has prepared. None, because we are so tired and we were so exhausted from whole day one biscuit packet and little dry fruits, a handful of dry fruits, and traveling 21 kilometers in the Himalayas and with a biting cold. We were all exhausted, and even a simple hot water or a simple black tea was enough to feel for us. So, black tea is like a nectar. I mean, I'm giving why this example is so to understand the happiness. We all get carried over. So happiness doesn't lie in things. Happiness is in our mind. We superimpose. So that is what that Ananda Swarupa. Why am I searching for happiness? Every fool, from fool to the ignorant, from ignorant person to the Gnani, everyone is searching for happiness. And none of us, we want to be unhappy or sorrowful. Everyone want to be happy, isn't it? Then why we are searching for happiness? Because it is our own nature. It is my own nature. Yeah, I hope now you understand what is Sat Chit Ananda. And maybe one more thing, then Sat Chit Ananda are not 3 things, it is only one thing. Only it is been spoken as Sat, and it's spoken as Chit, and it's spoken as Ananda. It is not that neither 3 qualities or 3 components or 3 items which constitutes the self or Atman. No. Sat is equal to Chit, Chit is equal to Ananda also. All right.
Maharaj, this last line I have the doubt. So is it that because Sat or Chit or Ananda actually that represent the Swarupa of Brahman, so they are same?
No. This has been spoken beautifully by Shankaracharya in Taittiriya Bhashya. Satyam Gnanam Anantam Brahma. When the Upanishad statement while discussing, Shankaracharya beautifully he discusses all these things. Because it is the Swarupa of the Brahman or Atman, consciousness, because of that it is same. No. The same truth has been spoken from different angle. That's why we are saying Sat is equal to Chit, Chit is equal to Ananda. Now when the subject, the Atman or consciousness is spoken from the existence point of view, it is called Chit. Sorry, Sat. The same Atman is when we speak from the consciousness point of view or from the awareness point of view, it is called Chit only. And from the experience point of view, when we speak the Atman, it is what? Ananda.
So that is the thing, no? Because all are representing Brahman only, that is why they are considered same. I am representing Brahman whether in the existence point of view or awareness point of view or Ananda bliss point of view. So that is what means all are actually representing Brahman. So they are same.
No, because it is representing Brahman, that is why it is same. No.
Means,
That's what I am trying to tell you. Because it is the nature of Brahman, because of that Satchitananda are same. No.
so what is that subtle difference? I am not getting. And yesterday also you told this, that when we are considering the inert objects, we consider it in existence point of view because they are that reflecting medium is or mind is not there, so they cannot be aware of their existence. So, shall we say that since we are aware of our existence, so existence and awareness means in that sense, certain so everything is.
No. I told you very clearly yesterday. If you ask a Vedantin, the stone has got consciousness, or rather, does consciousness exist in the stone?
Yes.
Because consciousness is all pervasive. Brahman is all pervasive when you say. So the obvious question will come for a person. Do you say then consciousness does exist in a stone? If you ask, Vedantin says, yes, my dear. Since being consciousness is all pervasive, it is because of all pervasiveness we are not telling, it is all pervasive, or rather consciousness exists even in the stone. Then as a second follow-up question you might ask, then why stone is not aware of consciousness? I am aware of consciousness to a certain extent, maybe in confused state or whatever. I am aware of my consciousness. Then why stone is not aware of its consciousness? Why? Because then we say there is no reflecting medium, which is called mind. Because there is no mind or no subtle body in the stone, that is the reason stone is not aware of consciousness. Now, because of the presence of consciousness, everything you can be aware, no doubt. But to be aware of awareness, to be aware of consciousness, you need a reflecting medium. That small thing you have to understand. Example, face and eyes and mirror. Eyes can see everything in the world, whatever is perceivable in that wavelength of frequency or wavelength, no doubt. But the eyes to see itself, it need a mirror, a reflecting medium. So similarly, because of presence of consciousness, everything is perceivable, everything we can be experience. But to experience of the consciousness itself, you need a reflecting medium. And that reflecting medium is absent in the consciousness, in the stone. That is why stone is not aware of consciousness. Same thing with the dead body also. In the dead body, does consciousness exist? Yes. Then why dead body? Why do you say a person is dead? Because there is no reflecting medium. That is mind, or in other words, subtle body.
So, but the original question still remains with me that how they are means why they are same. That subtle difference I am not getting.
Yeah, I will come with maybe. And I mean, I understand, but like I'm thinking how to put so that you will be able to comprehend. Probably that's the one part. I will think little more and I will come with some examples so that you can understand in a better way. I don't want to add some more confusion or complexity for this existing questions. Yeah,
Okay.
I will think and I will come back to you.
Okay.
Yeah. How can I explain so that you will be able to understand?
And means that how.
Okay, you give the chance for others also if anyone else is there. Sorry, yeah. If anyone else has got any questions.
Actually, Anindita
I have one question.
Anindita Nath had one question, and she actually posted it. Means just as I announced the Q&A, she gave this question. So, shall I read that question, or Anindita Nath, you want to ask yourself? Anindita Nath from New Delhi, she had a question. So let me read it for her. Pranam Maharaj ji, I am on. Anindita, currently living in Gurgaon. In the verse of chapter 16 of the Gita, it is said that fearlessness is the first and most important quality on the spiritual path. To overcome the fear of death or loss, and to have unwavering faith in one's ideals and in the Supreme is called true fearlessness. However, in today's world, especially from a woman's perspective, there is always a sense of fear. I am particularly referring to the kind of fear one feels when having to go out alone at night for any reason. In such a situation, how can we truly apply this teaching of the Gita in our daily life? I do have faith in the Supreme, but when I hear about the unfortunate incidents happening to women around us, I must honestly say that fear arises in my mind. How can I overcome this fear? Kindly bless me with your guidance, Pranam.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you a very funny incident example. During my school days, high school days, I was studying in a residential school. Okay, the residential school was set up in like a forest like. So from the main road, it was around 2.5 kilometers, and there was no other any house or whatever. Very distant, there were some one or two families in the hut who were the landlords of that area. Otherwise, no one else. And evening, even if you shout, except your sound, no one, nothing will be heard actually. Only our school sound only is heard in probably 2-3 kilometers vicinity. Otherwise, there was no sound. So it was basically typically it was in the forest like. Okay, so in school days, sometimes I used to go near, there was one kutir like a thatched hut was there. I used to go for meditation. Early morning or late evening, I used to, whenever free time or whenever is available, sometimes I used to go and I wanted to go and sit to meditation. I also had this phobia of darkness initial days when I was young bit. So I used to get a fear, and that too is a forest, and no one is there, and the animals can come, etc., etc. Basically, the phobia of darkness. So even I used to feel difficulty, and I used to call my friends, "Hey, come, can you come?" They said, "We can come, but you fellow, you will sit for meditation, and that too for 2-3 minutes, 5 minutes, okay. But if you sit long, we can't wait there. Then you decide whether if you want us, then we will come, but in 5 or 10 minutes maximum, you should return. Otherwise, you have to go yourself." So that was the thing. Every time you can't force people to come and stay with me. I will meditate for half an hour, 1 hour, and then you come back and like that. So I understood. Then what to do? Now I made up my mind I should get over this. Then by the time I introduced to Swamiji's life and teachings, Thakur's life and Swamiji's teachings, then I thought I should get over from this. What nonsense! Being a Thakur Swami disciple, I can't afford to have these things. Then what to do? Then, of course, now I've taken a call that I should go alone. Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. I'm telling to my mind, hey, nothing will happen. Don't fear, don't fear. But still, because of that nature, that fear is coming. Then I started telling, Nainam chindanti shastrani, Nainam dati pavakaha, Lachainam kledayantapo, Nasho sheti maruta. Like I am that Brahman or the consciousness. No weapon can kill me. No fire can burn. No water can wet. I'm the indestructible self. Oh mind, why are you getting fear? Like that thinking or what to say, remembering this Bhagavad Gita shloka, I used to go there and sit. And after 2-3 times when it happened, initially I used to sit. Even small little sound, immediately I used to get little panic initially. Then afterwards he said, okay, we'll wait, we'll wait. Thakur is there, let us see, let us see. Then after 2-3 times, then my mind understood nothing is happening, no one is coming and troubling me, etc. So that's how I was able to get out from that dark phobia. So like that, every one of us, we might have a phobia with water. Water phobia may be there, dark phobia may be there. Some phobias, fears will be there. So this for that Pratipaksha Bhavana has been told in the Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Pratipaksha Bhavana means thinking opposite. When you have got anger, so by patience, you can get over the anger. If you got a hatred, you can get over the hatred through love. If you're restless, your mind is restless, all our mind, by practicing concentration, you can reduce your restlessness. So like that, this is called Pratipaksha Bhavana. In Patanjali Yoga Sutra, we see this. So like that, we should also try to practice the opposite value so that these problems can be checked, can be reduced. First point. The same thing with fearlessness when it comes. I am the devotee, or I'm the child of Sri Ramakrishna or mother, and I'm the self. Either if you are a devotee mindset, then you take you are the child, son or daughter of the Thakur mother Swamiji, or otherwise if you are from Jnana oriented person more, then you can think of you are the self, not the body and mind, etc. However, after telling all these things, as you said very clearly, yes, we have to be careful about the society and how things happen. So there, why do you think this as a fear? Why don't you think it as a concern? Now, going a lady or a woman in the midnight alone in the roads, definitely it is not safe. How much ever I say I'm the self and not the body and etc. But still, in spite of that, if some dacoit or some thief or some rogue, if he catches me, then I will be in a problem that we cannot deny. Advaita doesn't deny that. Advaita, since Advaita, I'm a self, not the body and mind, I should deny that. No, Advaita doesn't deny the fact. So even we should not deny the fact. We should be careful. So better we are not supposed to go alone if there is any issues and all, no doubt. So that can be taken as, instead of fear, that can be taken as a concern. Yeah, there is a concern. If I go alone in the midnight as being a woman, or even men also can be thrashed and can be killed or can be punished or can be created a problem. So for women, it can be a bit more. So definitely there's a concern. So better to avoid, because if there is a place, unsafe place, definitely it is we should take the concern. So fear is very instinctive actually. So instead of fear, if you think as a concern, because you might change, Swami, you are changing the words, both are same, one and the same. No, fear is a more instinctive, more basic in nature. Concern is what? Understanding the situation, understanding the limitations and the helplessness of a person. So I am trying to handle the situation. So we should have a concerns, we should not have a fear. All that, Swamiji, but still I want to be independent. I should not care whether it is a dark or a night or a daytime, I should be able to go. Then if you think, yes, you can do that, then you have to improve your skills, fighting skills. You have to become more and more strong physically. And if someone comes, if you want to attack, then karate or a kung fu or some things you should learn, boxing or something, so that if someone comes to attack on you, you should be able to thrash them. Otherwise, Vedanta alone will not be sufficient there. I think when Swamiji, during his Parivrajaka days, in those days, because there was a lot of rumors that even the freedom fighters in the disguised form of monks and mendicants, they're spreading the news and all, like they're working like spies and all. So some of them were also taken into the task and all. So Swamiji was also very seriously, spies were there behind Swamiji during his Parivrajaka days. One police used to observe wherever Swamiji goes. Swamiji observed that. Initially, he kept quiet. Then wherever he goes, a spy is behind Swamiji. One fine day, Swamiji got enough is enough. And he went inside in one of the room. Maybe it was like a chatra, what you say, chowtri, in those common places where travelers used to go and stay there. In that such type of chowtri or such place, he went to one of the room. He went inside. Then this police also entered inside. Then he was Swamiji standing behind the door. Then when this police entered, he closed the door. Swamiji closed the door and he bolted. And he said, now you tell me, what is the problem with you? Why are you coming behind me? I am a monk. I am not doing anything wrong or etc. And I'm seeing that it is becoming a nuisance for me from your side. If you want your life or if you want to be clear, etc., I'm not doing any wrong thing. Stop chasing me. Stop coming behind. Otherwise, I will going to teach you the lesson. So just like thrashing him, he prepared himself. Then the police got little frightened and he said, sorry, sir, please excuse me. I will not, henceforth, I will not come behind you, etc. Then he opened the doors, latch, and he said, get out. So Swamiji, like hiss but not bite, as Sri Ramakrishna says. So Swamiji did that, no doubt. Swamiji is a Vedantin who had already experience of Nirvikalpa Samadhi, he had experience already. Because of the time the Brahman, so I should not bother about this and all. No. This is when you are living in the world, these things has to be taken care. You can't be irresponsible. You can't be, senseless. No. Only thing that the fear inside, fear should be removed. But Swamiji was not fearful there. Whatever he was supposed to do at the mundane level, he did it, but he was not fearful because he was strong enough and he had a confidence to handle it. So there probably we have to become more and more strong physically, mentally, emotionally, all these ways. Through all these things, we can get out from the fear. And the greatest fear is what? Fear of death, actually. That is only thinking about I am the self, not the body and mind. Through that alone, you can get out from the fear, actually.
Yes, so probably Aninditaji, you have your answer. So if anybody else is having any questions, you could ask.
All right. No one else has got a question. You can ask now.
Uh,
No, Maharaj, I just got my answer from this.
Okay.
From this.
so Maharaj, if we chant say Nirvan Shatkam or something, so can it be considered as doing meditation if we just chant it or think about the meaning and chant it either aloud or in mind? So
Just chanting is not a meditation.
no, it's thinking of on the what word means the on the meaning of the words like that. I am not this. I am not this.
Better that I use the word contemplation.
Yeah, okay. So Vedantic meditation is not contemplation.
Yeah, but I mean, just you are hearing a sutra, I mean, you are hearing a stotra and you are contemplating, that's also there. But in aprokshanubhuti, if you remember, you will take a word actually, a word or a phrase or a shloka, which is completely telling about the nature of the Atman, and you are trying to meditate on that. Are trying to feel that I am that I am that I am. Like Nainam Chindanti Shastrani, Nainam Dahati Pavakaha, Chainam Kledayanti Apona Shosheti Maruta. So what they are telling that I am the subject, I am not the object. At the same time, I am not the body and mind. I am the indestructible self. So then feel that more and more, I am the consciousness. I am that awareness who is aware of everything, but I am that pure awareness. So I cannot be destroyed by any weapon, and I cannot be made wet by water. I cannot be dried by things. You need not to tell the words exactly. I mean, you may tell, you might not tell, but they're more and more seriously meditating on the same thing for a long time. Then it becomes a meditation. Or similar phrases, similar verses you are hearing. So yeah, it is a type, no doubt, but whether it will be serious contemplation or meditation.
Means
The contemplation I can do.
Nainam Chindanti Shastrani. If I keep on
I
thinking
gave a
on
simple example. Actually, that is not a right thing. Probably what you can say. Ajo nitya shashvatoyam purano. Nahanyate hanyam aneshare. Ajo nitya shashvatoyam purano. Ajaha. Aham ajaha. I am birthless. Aham nityaha. Aham eternal. Ajo nitya shashvataha. Again, eternal, infinite. Shashvata. I am purushaha. I am that purusha. Purusha here is what self. I am that self who is eternal, who doesn't have any birth, who leaves all that, who exists at all three given point of times. Nitya. So these are the nature of the Atman, nature of the self. So these like one or two mantras, one or two shlokas, or one or two words taking and meditating deeply in that. That is what we mean. From the aprokshanubhuti point of view, I'm speaking. That is what we mean meditation there.
means take that one particular shloka and think about it repeatedly or for a
More
long
and more deeply, intensely, actually. But if there are 5 shlokas, more or less same idea, then probably okay, because it's of same.
Another thing is see how Sthula Sharira comes from Sukshma Sharira or something that is by Panchikaran that we have heard. But how this Sukshma Sharir merges to Karana Sharir means what is the opposite or the
Okay. What do you mean by Karna Sharir?
Karana
How do you
Sharir?
define, explain what is Karna Sharira?
Karana Sharira is the cause of means is cause of the birth means my all previous karmas actually, right?
No, that's all part of your Sukshma Sharira. All your Papa and Punya is accumulated where? In your Sukshma Sharira. Because Antakarana is a part of your mind. Your mind is a part of subtle body, isn't it? So all your papa, punya, karma and samskaras, everything is part of Sukshma Sharira, subtle body. Karana Sharira is what? Just Ajnana, that's all, ignorance. When the ignorance, whatever you say, ignorance, at the individual level, that power is called ignorance. And when it comes to cosmos, when it comes to Brahman, or when it comes to God, it is called Maya. Brahman plus Maya is Ishvara. Brahman plus Ajnana is what? Jiva. For Brahman, it is a power, and for us, it is an ignorance. And that ignorance is what called causal body, or the causal body. The ignorance is what? Maya. What is Maya? Trigunatmika, Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas again. So your physical body consists of what? As you said, it made up of 5 elements. And the 5 elements, how it comes, as you know that, through the Panchikarana of subtle elements, your gross elements are coming. Okay, subtle elements. That is called Tanmatras. And your subtle body is made up of that subtle elements. That is called Tanmatras. Okay. Now the subtle elements came from where? Shabda Tanmatra, Sparsha Tanmatra, Rupa Rasa Gandha Tanmatra came from where? It came from Maya only. Or Brahman. Brahman plus Maya. Brahman and Maya is inseparable. So it came from Brahman only. Isn't it? So that's how when Sukshma Sharira merges in the Karana Sharira means what? The Tanmatras gets merged in that Brahman. From the individualistic point of view, when your mind gets destroyed, I will give you like a person now, you have got a mukti, okay? You are a realized person, you are a Jivan Mukta now. Then when your Prarabdha karma finishes, you leave your body. Your physical body has been left here. Either if you bury it, becomes a pot full of ash, pot full of mud, and if you burn it, it becomes a pot full of ash. So your physical body got disintegrated and it went back to the 5 elements, gross elements. Then what happens to subtle body? In normal case, this subtle body, again, it takes the new form. It enters the mother's womb and it starts its journey. Now, since you are a Jivan Mukta, what happens? Your subtle body also gets disintegrated. Your subtle body gets disintegrated and the subtle body goes back to its elements. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, Tanmatras, whatever you say, subtle elements. Your subtle body also gets disintegrated and it goes back to its respective elements. When there is no your subtle body, when there is no mind, that means the so-called individuality, jivatva, separate individuality, I, whatever we feel, that is no more. Then what happens? Your causal body gets automatically destroyed. Means your ignorance is no more, because there is no mind. When there is no mind, there is no ignorance also. The ignorance pertaining to you, it got destroyed. Then what happens? Your awareness, consciousness alone exists. And to make us understand, we say that merges in the Karana Sharira and Karana Sharira merges in Brahman, just to make understand people, we say. When your Sukshma Sharira gets destroyed, then there is no Karana Sharira for you at all. Isn't it? When there is no mind, there is no feeling of individuality. Yeah.
The subtle mind merges into Param Brahma, isn't it? So
Yeah.
in
Through
case of
how the
mukti,
step
in
I am
case of
telling you are
moksha,
right.
in case of moksha.
Subtle body gets disintegrated. How it gets disintegrated? It goes back to its elements, Tanmatras. And the Tanmatras has come from where? Tanmatras has come from Brahman only, finally. When your subtle body gets disintegrated, like for an example, you were looking into the mirror. When mirror gets destroyed, then there is no reflection. So similarly, when your subtle body, the reflecting medium gets destroyed, the so-called individuality, the sense of individuality gets destroyed. That is what we call mukti. That gets merged in Brahman, we say it actually. Only the reflecting medium has lost. Brahman was there, Brahman is there, Brahman will be there.
Yes.
Only to make us understand, we say that it gets merged in Brahman actually.
Okay, Maharaj, that's okay. Once it is merged, then how can it come back into existence? Suppose
No, it
the
cannot come back.
that 21 days period, a body can be kept That is what we know. So if the Jivan Mukti is there, then after 21 days the body will be lost. So this how this 21 days, once it is merged, then how it can come back?
No, in Nirvikalpa Samadhi, you have merged yourself in the consciousness. Or the experience and experienced has gone. 21 days, your physical body is here. That's all. After 21 days, your subtle body leaves the physical body. Okay. So, what is Nirvikalpa Samadhi? You have to understand. That's where. So, Jivan Mukti state, Nirvikalpa Samadhi state, these are all five. There are fine differences. So, you have to understand all these technical things.
Yes. Okay. Now I
You can't
understand.
put everything into one basket.
Yes, Maharaj.
In
Thank you.
Nirvikalpa Samadhi, what happens? The experiencer experienced gets dissolved. That means what? Your mind is inactive. Only the experiencer stays. Your mind is inactive. Then after 21 days, you die, you passes away means what? The subtle body departs from physical body and subtle body gets merged in that tanmatras. That's all it happens. Only the Avatara Purushas are Ishvara Kotis and special Adhikarika Purushas from Sankhya point of view. Only they can come back. Not everyone can come back. Everyone can return from Nirikalpa Samadhi, as Sri Ramakrishna puts.
Yes, Maharaj. Thank you so much. Yes.
So, Maharaj, one more thing is there. So, when you will come back with that Satchitananda question, probably you can do it that time. That is, you mentioned that discrimination at subject level is between seer and sins, and in the object level, it is between Brahman and the projected world. So, this subject level, object level, I have not understood, but I think that will also take some time.
Where did they tell this?
Huh?
Where did they tell this?
In the edition we were taught.
Okay, I have to see where did I tell, why did I tell, when did I tell?
Yes. So it is from your talk only.
Yeah, I have to see, yes. All right.
So if nobody else is having any questions, we can stop it here today.
Yes.
Thank you, Maharaj. And special mention and special thanks to Ramesh ji for making that nice flyer for today's session. Thank you, Ramesh ji.
Yeah. No, I mean, I was feeling in between all these things at the beginning. I mean, Yamon Madhur Nam, Jai Ram Krishna, Bolo Vadone, Amon Madhur Nam Arpabine. I mean, if you are devotional temperament, I used to say. If you are devotional temperament, hold on to that. Jai Ram Krishna, Bolo Vadone, Amon Madhur Nam Arpabine. Dayal Thakur Nam Arpabine. Premir Thakur Nam Arpabine. Bas. That is the essence actually. Only we should know how to love him. He's loving us so much, he's helping us, he's gracious so much. Only we are not able to love him actually. So we should love him, that's all. That is the final essence actually. From the Jnana point of view, then realizing the self, I am that self. Or from the Bhakti point of view, the Sri Ramakrishna is there. And because of Sri Ramakrishna's descent, you see, the world is so easily available. All right, I'm getting calls. I have to attend now. So many calls. I'm waiting. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Maharaj. So, thank you all for